Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, Research Stadium, home to the Beavers, and you better get used to the sound of chainsaws as the fans here have been ready for this clash since early this morning. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will get the first swing of the game. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step... The challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They'll leave it with him. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Beavers moving quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the catch. It's McKay.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect.
Throws toward the end zone. Ball in the air, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
That's caught. It's Wood. Stopped after making the catch. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. At the 35, he's open. Afterburner's coming. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. The give out of the gun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Takes the easy completion. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Open space at the 25. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Buckeyes are on the move. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the ball is intercepted. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Got his man on the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Let's go. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field? On display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Offense set on 1st down. The handoff as they run the counter play here. At the 35, he's loose. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Buckeyes in the hurry up.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to run for it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Grabbed in the middle. It's Woods. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quickly complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB. And this one, put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, and they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over Arkansas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, look out! He's at the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give to the running back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. A 3rd and long coming up here. Running back searching for a hole. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. just enough time for one final play in this half. He's looking to throw it. Coming at him, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. The Beavers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
The Buckeyes are in the hurry up.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Woods. At the 35, he's got room. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Getting aggressive here and going for 2.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going.
And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Snags it down the right side. He's running free down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon State. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. The back goes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Takes the easy one to the back. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. 5 receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. Got room at the 35. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drop. Fires one high and deep. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll give it to the back.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in the 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
To the ground with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. RPO complete to open the drive. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got a man. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to go.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Number 10.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And the Beavers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. He breaks a tackle. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Woods. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. The Buckeyes get enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Running back goes in motion. quarterback wants to throw on second down. Working that left side. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a grab and go for the score. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try the run. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. The Beavers line up to punt it. They'll try to get him on the fake. Low man wins, and he just smashed him.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Rams him with the stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? They're always trying to find that daggone thing.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And with the lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Moving out of the pocket. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play play this late in the game. Looking to throw on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Woods. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Big play to start the drive. A little tougher sense. Now a crucial third down on this drive. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. The offense lining up for a first down play. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players